Evening all, and welcome to the October meeting of the Woodstock Committee of Adjustment. Do I have any declarations of conflict of interest on either of the applications tonight? Seeing none. No correspondence. How about the minutes of last month's meeting? Mover and seconder, please. Moved by Peter, seconded by Jennifer. All in favor? Objecting? No one. That passes. Okay, we're ready for the first application, but first the procedures remain unchanged. The senior planner will give her report on the application. The applicant will be allowed to speak should they wish. I will then ask if there's anyone waiting to appear before or against the application, and then the application goes back to the committee for its decision. So Andrea, let's start with first application, 128 Fairview Crescent, Gareth Price. Gareth, are you online?
I am.
Thank you. Go ahead, Andrea.
Thank you. So the first application tonight is a minor variance to increase the maximum permitted size for accessory structures on the subject property. And the subject property is located at 128 Fairview Crescent. The applicant is proposing to increase the maximum accessory structure area from 75 square meters to 95 square meters. And that's to facilitate the construction of a pool house on the subject property. There currently is a brick gazebo on the property, and I'm just going to scroll down to the applicant's sketch here, and you can see this is where the existing gazebo is, and the applicant is proposing a 12 by 36 foot pool house in its place. And so the gazebo will be removed if this application is approved. The subject property is approximately 0.37 acres in area and currently contains a single detached dwelling and a detached garage, as well as the brick gazebo. The application was circulated to a number of agencies. The building department indicated that they are in support of the application. They indicated that the pool structure, which includes a bathroom and a large covered area, provides approximately 2.6% in lot coverage. And then the overall lot coverage between the proposed pool house as well as the existing garage is 6.2%. And as the committee is probably aware, generally accessory structures can't exceed the 10% or the maximum square footage. In this case, obviously it's exceeding the maximum square footage, but it's still below that 10% threshold. And so the building department was satisfied that the application is supportable, especially based on the fact that the parcel is so large. With respect to where the pool shed is being located, staff are satisfied that it will not have a negative impact on any neighboring properties. It also is not expected to have any sort of impact on parking, drainage, grading, or landscaping on the property. And in light of that, we'd recommend that this application be approved.
Thank you, Andrea. Gareth, you have a positive planning report, so you need not speak unless you wish. Thank you. Comes back to the committee for a decision. Can I have a mover and seconder to accept the recommendations of the planner, please? Moved by Howard, seconded by Peter. All in favor? Objecting? Seeing none? Approved. Gareth, I think there's a 20-day waiting period. Otherwise, your application for variance has been approved. So about 20-day waiting period, and it's good to go.
Thank you, everybody.
Now, the next planning application, 4121, has been deferred to a later date. So now we'll go to 4221, 738 Parkinson Road, County of Oxford. Rebecca, you're online.
Hi, Len. Yes, I am.
Thank you. Andrea, go ahead.
Thank you. So this application is for a minor variance to decrease the front yard depth from 9 meters to 6 meters, and that's for the established building line. And that'll facilitate the construction of a multiple attached dwelling house with 8 units. And it's for lands located at 738 Parkinson Road. Now just scroll to here's the site plan, if that's helpful to the committee. It's a little bit busy, but you can see that the proposed structure, it's a 2-story building, will be located here. And like I said, it has 8 units. And so the applicant is actually the county. It's for an affordable housing project. Basically what's happening with this proposal is that they're looking to reduce the front yard depth for the established building line. And that's simply because the county is taking a 3-meter road widening. And so in this case, they're going down from required 9 meters to 6 meters. And as indicated in the report, initially it was determined that there was relief required from the front yard setback for the established building line. And then there was also relief required to allow a projection of covered steps into the front yard. And then in this case, the building department determined that likely the easiest thing to do is for the committee to approve the relief from 9 meters to 6 meters. And then that would account for the steps as well as the actual building coming into the front yard depth. So the building department reviewed the application. They're supportive of it. They indicated that only a small portion of the building would be, only a small portion of the frontage would be affected by this projection of the building and the steps, and therefore they feel that there's adequate space for parking and landscaping. And also we feel that the projections will not impact sight lines along Parkinson Road. And we feel that in approving the application, it's allowing for a type of development that is contemplated by these policies, the medium density residential policies, as well as the R3 zoning. So in light of that, we'd recommend favorable consideration for this one as well. And the committee will see that we've changed the provisions, the approval, the recommendation we've changed to reflect what the building department has recommended from the 9 meters to the 6 meters. So in light of that, we would recommend approval for this one too.
Thank you, Andrea. Rebecca, you have a positive plan report, so you need not speak unless you wish.
Nothing to add. Thank you, Andrea.
Very good, very good. Anyone online wishing to speak against the application? I see no one. And I see no one online wishing to speak for the application. So it comes back to the committee. I have a mover and a second to approve the planner's recommendation. Moved by Bob Sutherland, seconded by Bill Bess. Any questions, comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Rebecca, I think there's a 20-day waiting period and the application has been approved. Okay. Application number 4321 and 4421 have both been deferred to a future meeting. So all we're ready for is an adjournment. Moved by Glenn, seconded by Howard. All in favor?